Like I said before, if you're over 18 and you never killed nobody before, and you a black man, you a sucker. You not what we looking for. If you want to be hard, you want to be a gangbanger, you want to be a killer, go get you some hats. Go kill somebody, right?
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, nigga. Hey, I'm mad at all my older homies. I'm mad at every G nigga that did this shit before us. Y'all niggas had us mad at other niggas because of where they stayed at, what area they grew up in, what house and what address they had. Like, nigga on the set, nigga, that's the weirdest shit ever, nigga, on God in heaven, nigga, being mad at some other niggas because they live way over there. And wearing another color, like, oh, you wear red, huh, you wear pink, purple. Nigga don't give a fuck about what a nigga wear. And where a nigga live at, like, you just stay a little bit further from me, like. I'm stupid mad on the dead homies. I'm hot.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this is part 2 of, I don't know what it's gonna be called. This is actually part 2 of that video where some old nigga was talking about, and I played him in the beginning before I started talking, that if you a young black man in the streets and you ain't caught a hat or killed nobody, you soft. Because YouTube has a way of showing one video but not in the other video. I figure I make 2 of the same shits but just give them different flavors, because one of these motherfuckers is gonna pick up some steam. And like the young dude in jail is talking about how he mad at the older G's for showing him the wrong way. This is why there needs to be a father in the household. I grew up around gang members without a father in the household, right? But my mom always dated men that had some type of brain in their head, and they always like schooled me on to why joining the gang wasn't a good thing. Now, me personally, I didn't need them niggas to tell me that. I had gang member friends. I remember being chased home by gang members, Bloods and Crips. Actually, mostly Bloods and Vice Lords. Crips didn't really fuck with me. I mean, they fuck with me, but they didn't want to kick my ass because I didn't want to get down with the set. That shit wasn't for me. I think I had an OG homeboy at the time. He was like 3 or 4 years older than me, where he was just like, yo man, get down with the C, right? Get down with, banging. He was part of 7-4 Hoovers, which his sect was 7-4 Holly, because it was a street in Seattle off of Cherry Street? Over by Madrona, whatever. Anybody from the Central District of Seattle, they know what I'm talking about. And this was circa 1993, where Seattle wasn't pussy and it wasn't gay friendly like it is now, right? This 30 years is a lot. You tell people Seattle wasn't how it's perceived to be now, and they don't believe you. You just had to been there. I lived there from 85 to 1997, and it was not sweet. There were gang members that ran up from California, Bloods and Crips. There was a lot of poverty in Seattle. It was not this city that was like, when people think of Seattle now, they think of like an expensive city to live. It's beautiful, it's clean, and it is for the most part. However, even now, with a bunch of gay friendly people and high ass cost of living, you still got crackheads right around the corner. Just go by Denny Way. Anybody from Seattle knows. You can live in a fucking high rise luxury apartment on Denny Way. Go around the corner, some crackheads smoking dope in the park. If you really want to get away from crackheads, bums, homeless people, and dangerous motherfuckers, you got to go literally to Bellevue. If you're anywhere within the city limit, hell, over there by First Street, anytime at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you can catch some neo-Nazis on the corners. Now, I vividly remember them niggas in 2014. Got into an argument. Was it 2014? It might have been 2012. I don't know. It was between 2012 and 2016. I got into an argument with my sister, jumped on the bus. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I get off the bus. I'm walking down the street. Some skinheads on the corner. It had all the makings of the skinheads, right? Doc Martens, white shoelaces, skinheads, tattoos on their face, vests, tattoos on their arms and shit, spike collars, spike bracelets, baseball bats in hand, right? Shit from Streets of Rage. They still there. However, the newer generation, let's just say, if you're a Gen Z, I don't give a fuck what race you are, what ethnicity, most of you are pussy. Like 98%. Your violence is delegated to the internet, and you may dress the part. This goes from gang members, cartel wannabes, wannabe norteños, sereños, MS-13 wannabes, wannabe skinheads, wannabe neo-Nazis. Most of your shit's delegated to the internet. On the streets, you niggas ain't about that action. It's older niggas, middle-aged niggas, and on up. I'm not trusting no nigga under the age of 30 talking about he doing anything violent in the streets. You're not about that action. And if you are, you only the 2%. The other 98%, you niggas are wannabes. You dress the part, you cosplay. You're not real. But back to this nigga. Like, aside from needing a father in the household, a lot of people, and this goes for the Gen Zs, need to start using their fucking brain. Nigga tell me to be mad at a nigga because he live on the other side of the tracks. Bang another color. That's stupid. That never made sense to me when I was growing up. Instinctually as a kid, I don't know if I'm just intellectually inclined or my mom just groomed me with like common sense. It just never made sense. I never understood, and I understood the mechanics of gang banging. Niggas didn't bang on niggas just because they wore an opposite color. They were from a different set. They wore opposite color. Niggas was enemies because long-standing history between the sets, but usually it was an infringement on money. Like, you couldn't be in Compton banging blood unless you were in a certain territory because it was majority Crip, and you weren't red signified you was on the other team, right? You were in the other gang, and we didn't want you coming in our radius getting money from us or getting money from our crackheads, right? More money for you means less money for us. Now, I never understood gangs in the sense of anything. If this nigga got a beef with that nigga, let them duel it out. Because when I was growing up, I was cool with Crips and Bloods, and I would hear both sides. We don't like them niggas because they 34th Avenue niggas. That's stupid. Niggas over there, bro, we ain't even fucking with you. It don't matter because he's slob. There's a certain level of uneducation, unintelligence, retardation. Maybe these niggas was drug babies. I don't know. But needless to say, after about 7th grade, I stopped hanging around niggas like that, because what it showed me was niggas was either affected by drugs in the womb or niggas was just densely stupid. Either way, they brain wasn't working healthily or correctly, so I got the fuck away from them. Now I got gang member friends now, even to this day. Now they're a little older, and niggas grew out of that shit. But for the niggas that lived their whole life in peril in that neighborhood, yeah, niggas is dying a slow death. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what you are, white, black, Mexican, Chinese, everything is about the money. And if you ain't in it for the money, you're an idiot. I get the fuck away from idiots, because idiots don't have a long history of doing anything good, and no good can come from an idiot, right? So he in the place where he need to be. His older homie led him astray, and it didn't do him no good. He had to learn the hard way. I got a nephew right now, he's like 17. Niggas hell-bent on being a gang member, robbing cars. I told my sister, eventually that nigga's gonna get put where he need to be. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to live in the free streets of America. There's a place where they will house you in a correctional facility, and you got all the time and books that you can use to your disposal to get your fucking mind right. Because if you're that stupid, you need to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I said, look it, if his dad can't beat no sense in his head, and I as his uncle can't drop knowledge on him, he's an idiot. He should be where idiots are. And I know that's fucked up, but I'm just keeping it funky. I'm not gonna look it. You gotta want to do right for you. Can't nobody make you do right. If you proceed on doing the wrong shit, they got a place for dummies like you. It will happen. You will be put in a 9x12, I think it is. Who gives a fuck what size the cell is? You gonna be in it, and you gonna have nothing but time and opportunity to you know what I'm saying, get your mind right. Hopefully you get your mind right, and you do not become somebody's girlfriend, because I had to tell my nephew that will happen. You're little, you're light skinned, you can't fight. You're gonna be somebody's girlfriend, whether willingly or forcefully. A lot of these motherfuckers think they tougher than what they really are. It's okay. I told them, you want to keep thinking you tough? They got places for tough niggas. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Styles P, they got places that turn some boys to men, some men to bitches. You figure out which one you are when you get there. Me, I don't have the time or the luxury to keep telling your silly ass why you need to stay the fuck out of trouble. Right? Do something productive with your life. You want to be a rapper? Rap, man. Work on your craft. You do not have to rob niggas and do street activities. The funny shit about that is 2026. If you're still going on that paradigm of selling drugs, it's almost the same as a nigga still robbing banks. This ain't 1986. No, niggas used to roll up in banks, jump on the counter, give me all the money. You do that shit now, they gonna laugh your stupid ass out the bank, as they should, because this isn't 1986, cuz niggas is on a different wavelength, and niggas is not robbing banks. Like, that's almost like robbing stagecoaches. Niggas don't do that shit. You stupid, right? You're still trying to do some archaic shit. Get your mind right, or get your mind blown out your motherfucking mind, right? In any event, if y'all like this episode, hopefully I drop knowledge. Maybe some young nigga came across my video, watched it, learned something. If not, they got a place for stupid people. Don't want to be a victim? Might want to take heed. In any event, I'm out.